Holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will be joining us from the sideline. A chance here to rank the top rookies in the NBA. The race for the Rookie of the Year. How about these guys, huh? What a group. Well, you look at B. Well, he's shown he's a force as we move along in the meat of the season. Sitting pretty at that #1 spot now, and it's his race to lose.
And this is just a special player. No question he should be favored for the Rookie of the Year award at this point.
Well, no debate here. He's running away with it and looks poised for big things to come.
So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Timberwolves, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Naz Reid out there with Gobert. And it's B in at the 1 spot. Oh, Stan, this should be a fun one. A clash at the center position.
Yeah, and Kevin, the way the game has changed, we don't see these kind of big men matchups much anymore. And so it's great to see one where two great big guys going at it, and they're going to go after each other.
And Stan, you know what you're talking about. You've had the opportunity to coach some great big men.
Oh, I have. I had Shaquille O'Neal, Dwight Howard, Andre Drummond. I seem to always have good centers.
Now, here's Brown. After the miss from B. The 3 from Tatum. Tatum with another miss. Last game for the Celtics, they pick up the win against the Raptors. B can't get it to go. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. We talked about how they plan to deal with Jaylen Brown. Now, he said Brown's explosive off the dribble, so we have to have bodies in front of him, be physical with him, stay connected with him at all times. We'll see if they can keep Jaylen in check. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, thanks. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. There's the try, and that one is hammered home.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
B, the pass to Edwards. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Well, Edwards is such a strong player. Skilled at absorbing contact and still finishing.
And Holiday kicks to Porzingis. Pass to Holiday. Left side, Tatum. Ball's knocked loose. Shot clock at 6. Crafty move. Good. He hits the jump shot.
And there's the frame being put to use by Tatum. He knows he's dangerous down low.
And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Outside, White. Over in the corner, Brown. Outside, Tatum. Shoots the 3. Connects from three-point range. Tatum's got 5.
Well, look at how his team works to get Tatum set up for success. Feeding him when he's ready to fire.
Here's B. Playing Oklahoma City. He was nearly unstoppable. Sinks the triple.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Tatum finds Holiday. Rebound, Minnesota. And this is a team making history with every single win. They're coming into this game with 30 consecutive victories. That's right, 30.
Look, you're talking about some of the all-time great teams in the history of the NBA to have a win streak of this magnitude. Gonna be fun to see if they can add one more here tonight.
Here's Holiday. Rudy Gobert picking up that last basket.
Such a strong guard. Drew Holiday. finishing through contact.
And one of the most respected players in the NBA is Drew Holiday.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a 3-time Teammate of the Year award winner. He's also a Sportsmanship Award winner. He is a pro's pro.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at the Bucks. They ascend up the list to number 3 with some spirited play.
Well, right now for Minnesota, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some people say they're playing above their heads. I think we're just starting to realize how good this team is.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniel. Picked by Reed. Has to go Bear. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's B. And he's good on the 3-ball. B's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Timberwolves. Outside, White. Now here's Brown. Defended by Alexander Walker.
Plenty of power behind Holiday's slam. He was not holding back.
Outside, Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's B. The rebound by Holiday. And so Holiday will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. It's a 5-point game. Got that one up quick.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 5 from three-point land so far in the ballgame. Here's B. He's got 8. Pass to Reed. Over Tatum. Reed gets the bucket. Reed's got 5 now.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And here's White. Outside Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
Solid from 3. Tatum is not shy about firing away.
Gobert with a screen on Holiday. Shields. Off target from 3-point range. For Boston, they've gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Outside Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even.
And given how tall Porzingis is, not many guys are going to block his shot, especially when he's this close.
Now Reed. Here's B. Picked by Reed. B can't get it to go.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And the basket by Tatum.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Timberwolves have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Pass to B, and they get it. It's hauled in by Brown.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Porzingis with a screen on Edwards. Brown, no good. Look at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It was a win against Oklahoma City. B gets the bucket.
Well, his offense is carrying them right now. And even with the defense keying on him, he's making great adjustments on the fly.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Minnesota making some changes. Brown outside. Pass to Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. Over Gobert. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
We got Joe Ingles. B out there with Conley. Then there's Anthony Edwards. And it's Gobert in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Here's Ingles. Following the basket by Derek White. A 3 ball. And that will fall. The 3-pointer on the line from B. B's got 14.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the result.
Tatum with it. Picked up by Edwards. 7-foot shot. Great D that time from Edwards.
Well, he's got the green light in that situation. They want him taking that shot, even if he didn't get it to go.
Stolen by Michael Conley. Pass to B. Gobert with a screen on White. Out left to the wing. Outside Edwards. Over Porzingis. And again it's Minnesota. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game. How it's been going for the Timberwolves.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And they've also done a great job turning defense into offense tonight, creating turnovers and capitalizing on the other end.
Just 5 on the clock. Here's Tatum. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Timberwolves leading by 7. Edwards passes to B. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Feed comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's McDaniels in for Mike Conley. And a change for the Celtics. Horford's checked in. Boston's gone an even 50% from three-point range in the second quarter. 4 for 8. Here's Holiday. Some solid D here from B.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Outside Edwards from downtown. And Boston with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against Toronto.
Really an exciting game for them and really an exciting win. So the kind of thing that can maybe propel you to bigger and better things.
Now here is Horford. Back to Brown. The shot's good on the assist by Horford. Brown's got his second bucket.
That's just Jaylen Brown putting in the work in close.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Pritchard, he's checked in for the Celtics. Now a chance to take a look at some numbers for him.
And when it comes to his scoring, he's enjoying a fantastic run. He's brought his points per game average up thanks to the work he's done in the past 10, and maybe he's got another big one in store tonight.
Here's Pritchard. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Porzingis finds Horford. Out to the right wing. Celtics passing it around. 5 on the clock. Horford sets a screen for White. Hands it from downtown. White's got 7.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Here's B. 16 points for him. Pass to McDaniels. They set the pick. Puts up a 3. Drills it from outside. He has 5.
Yeah, that's a good sign for McDaniels. They need him to shoot with confidence.
Here's White. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. The Celtics have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And as a team, really just middle of the pack in terms of their percentage from the line at about 76.
Well, talk about a guy who gives you exceptional effort. Derek White is always watching the floor for gaps he can fill, places he can make a difference in the game.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Edwards on the bounce. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
Edwards plays with such ferocity.
Brown against McDaniel. To the middle. Here's Horford. And finished off by Horford.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, but also credit the offense there. That's making a play when you really need it, and they need more of it.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Minnesota on top. They're up by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Thank you for joining us. Getting right to the story, things are going well for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
It's a coach's dream to see the ball whip around the floor like this. They're playing some selfless basketball. It's been a thing of beauty.
Stacking the dimes and buying buckets. Let's turn our attention to the three-point shootout and highlight some of the top candidates.
The three-point contest only grows in popularity. Hard to pick the favorite here. All these guys are knockdown shooters.
Certain to be a highlight of All-Star Weekend. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, guys, Jason Tatum has really been making it happen.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And it's time for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Drew Holiday. What's the news, David?
Well, guys, I had a minute to catch up with the Celtics head athletic trainer. He informed me that the knee was bent slightly backwards and is indeed hyperextended, but that there does not appear to be any structural damage. But he's not letting it slow him down out there, and he's going to give it a shot. Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it as always.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. And it's Holiday in at the point. There has been, Coach, a lot of talk about how players today are better than ever before. Do you agree with that?
Well, absolutely. Isn't that the way evolution works?
Right.
Kevin, they're bigger, stronger, faster, but everyone builds on the players who came before them, and the guys today would not be where they are without the guys before who laid the foundation. Holiday's firing, tough to keep up with.
And this will be his second and third shots to the line here.
And to this point on the season, guys, 80% from the line. He's done a really good job.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against the Thunder was phenomenal. He contributed 61 points and was reliable as ever from distance. Those were ridiculous numbers he put up. We'll see what he has in store for an encore. Can't wait to see. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
4 on the clock. Here's Edwards. Buries the 20-footer. Edwards got the lead up to 10 now for the Timberwolves.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
Tatum down low. He's against Reed. Tatum down low. Guarded by Reed.
Well, we've come to expect this from Tatum. Just so good at taking over games all by himself.
Here's B. 20 points for him. Edwards looking it over. Takes the 3. Edwards with the floor spacer.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
Bounce pass, Holiday. Tatum kicks to White. Pass to Holiday. From past the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
What an answer from Holiday. He's definitely a threat from beyond the arc when he's motivated like that.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency across the board. The numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Well, there's no question that Tatum is one of the best scorers in the game today. And because he was so good at such a young age, it's easy to forget how young he still is.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations.
A moment now to see the numbers for Jason Tatum. Just an incredible month of basketball. Averaging around 26 points per, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, look, he is truly the kind of player you build everything around. Your plays, your lineups, it's all about setting this guy up for success.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Celtics trail by 10. Outside Holiday. Brown finds Porzingis, and out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And a look now at the Celtics' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be facing Steven Adams and the Houston Rockets. And then on Sunday, they're off to Oklahoma City to face off with the Thunder.
And when you look at the Kings matchup, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
Tatum's shot is off. Timberwolves leading by 12. Pass to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. driving inside. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Well, excellent read there by Edwards. He saw someone had a better shot, and he got them the ball.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They can look forward to the Rockets arena after this matchup to take on Houston. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. B can't get it to go.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Tatum deciding where to go with it. The shot from 20 feet away. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Tatum's got 6 in the quarter.
And look, when Tatum is running the pick and roll, the majority of the time, he's looking to score.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. And there's the call. Foul on Boston. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Here's B. He's covered by Brown. B gets the bucket.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Outside, Horford. Outside, Tatum. Here's Brown, and finished off by Brown.
Well, I'll tell you, Brown gets off the floor so easily.
B, the pass to Gobert. Here's B. He's got 31. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Reed against Horford. Tatum kicks to Brown. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. Unable to get that one. Great D that time from B.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring option.
Timberwolves leading by 17. Pass to Reed. Conley left side. Here's B, and he dunks it down.
Just a smart veteran play by Conley, making sure the ball gets to the guy with the best shot available.
Boston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Brown outside. Looking to get back on track here. Brown jams it in.
Well, check out Brown getting flashy. That'll get him fired up.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. A minute 50 left in the third. And the short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And some changes here for the Timber. We've got got a timeout called from Chris Finch. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's B. Up and in on the layup. B's got 39.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Rudy Gobert is out there with Reed. Then there's B. Then there's Edwards. And it's Alexander Walker into the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. The shot by Holiday, no good.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Outside Edwards. Fires from deep. Rebounded by Hauser. Celtics trail by 20. Now the fast break. Tatum with the ball. And it's good from the elbow. Tatum's got 14 points now in the second half.
He has definitely shown up to play. He's done his part, really just trying to battle his team back into it.
Back to Alexander Walker. Here's B. The jump hook. And Pritchard pulls it down. Pritchard's got 6 rebounds in the game. Tatum kicks to Holiday. Hauser the pass to Holiday. Here's Tatum.
Well, he might have been a little passive in the first half, but that's changed. I like this more aggressive approach.
And they came out of the locker room after halftime with a much more physical approach than what we saw in that first half.
McDaniels, he's checked in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about
but
now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Back to Tatum. 5 to shoot for the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Gobert with a screen on Holiday. And there's the drive. B can't get it to go. Celtics trail by 18. Holiday with it. Now guarded by B. And Holiday kicks to Brown. Jacks up a 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
He takes it in.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Holiday sets the pick for White. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's Timberwolves leading by 17. B can't get it to go. Outside Tatum. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, this is the kind of pressure Tatum puts on defenses. He forces them to compromise with the foul.
And a few years back, the NBA coach decided to change how they do take fouls. It appears it's had the impact they wanted, don't you think?
I certainly do, Kevin. I thought it was a great rule change. There's almost nothing more exciting in NBA basketball than the fast break. And take fouls were limiting that. Now that we've gotten rid of those, we're really getting to see the athleticism of NBA players.
Because we want to see the finish, don't we? You want to see what happens when they do get off on that kind of break.
That's where the excitement happens.
Here's B, guarded by Holiday. Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. And again, it's Minnesota.
Man, Edwards gets great lift off the floor when shooting that jumper.
Tatum on the wing, guarded by Reed. Porzingis with a screen on Reed. Tatum no good. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. Here's B. Back to Edwards. And Tatum pulls it down. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. White the pass to Bryant. Here's B. Goes up the baseline. Back to Edwards. To the wing on the left. Driving to the basket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Free throw good from B. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
I'll tell you, not many players are better at forcing a defender to foul than Tatum.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Garza's checked in. Joe Ingles comes in for Naz Reid. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniels. And it's Conley in for Edwards. So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Tillman, he's checked in for Porzingis. Horford comes in for Brown. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Derek White. And it's Pritchard in for Drew Holiday. Here's B, defended by Beverly. Traps in the tray. Garza's got 8 here in the quarter.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Minnesota.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And so checking out their record tonight, that'll mark win number 32 overall.
And with this win, it gives them a sweep of the season series, even though it's just a brief 2-game.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for B.
Well, what an unselfish display from him tonight. Sharing the ball, creating for others, just beautiful basketball.
Taking no chances, they go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Stolen away. Here's Garza, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Here's B, pass to Garza. Now Ingles over to the left wing. Here's B. A shot missing. So it's Minnesota winning this one easy, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.